Hello, my brothers and sisters. This is Val again. This video is for male and female, especially if you're looking for a job. Now, these days it's crazy. You gotta be vigilant in your safety and the job that you choose to do. Now, when you're searching for a job, keep note of the places that you've made application to before. Do not go back and make an application for that job that you had applied for before. Just make a phone call to remind them that you're still looking for work and you need a job very badly. Okay? So don't repeat. Now, when you call for an interview or ask to be interviewed, please be punctual. That's very important when you're looking for a job. And you want them to hire you. Please be punctual, which means you're on time. Your appointment is 10 o'clock. Don't reach in 10:15 or 10:30. Try to get at least say 9:45. Get there that time. Dress appropriately for the job. You're not gonna go in spaghetti straps. Okay, your girls, the young girls up here, they be showing. Don't do that. Your hair color is important. Don't go with purple hair, green hair, yellow hair. You look like you're a joker. Nobody wants to hire somebody in their place of employment, unless you're gonna be a go-go dancer or whatever. But please go to work dressed appropriate. Nice weeks. You have nice weeks. Long weeks. I would say long weeks not appropriate at that time. Maybe if it's in a ponytail, then it's okay. But no long hair past your buttock. Wear nice clothes, clean clothes, underarm deodorant, fresh breath, and speak properly. Don't dress up the patwa. Speak slow, explain what you want, look your interviewer in the eye, okay, and answer appropriately. Be reliable, which means if you go to work, you get the job, and you're supposed to start 2 o'clock. Do not call half an hour before you to work and says, I can't come in. You have to give your employer enough time to get somebody else. This is a business, right? Another thing is, if you're getting a job through internet, okay, call and make sure it's accurate, the time and everything. Know something about the job that you're going to look. And the other thing is, you should have some knowledge of the work that you're looking for. Okay? For instance, if you're going for cooking, you go with short nails, your hair pinned up properly. You have an idea how to make a salad, how to brown stew a chicken or oxtail or whatever. Have a knowledge of how what the job is like, so you can be very helpful. Okay, cleanliness is very important. If you have a cough or sneeze or any allergic reaction, you gotta cover up. Wear a mask. You don't have to tell anybody exactly why you're wearing a mask. but cover up if you have a cough or a cold or anything like that. Take signed references just in case they ask. And the person that you're going to ask to give a reference for you, make sure the person is a nice person. Okay? Because people sometimes they mess you up and you can't get the work. I've interviewed a lot of people, and you know who messing them up? The employer, the past employer. Because for some reason there might be a misunderstanding, or they don't want you to leave, or they're not paying you right, they're holding you payment, or changes in job schedule. So they'll mess you up if you leave. So make sure the person you're going to ask to give a reference, you contact them and says, I'm going for this job and I'm asking if you could give a reference for me. Get that. Or else you'll be going mashing up woolly pair of shoes and you can't get the work. And it's the employer, and they laugh and they talk with you, and they're the ones. Because I used to interview a lot of people, and what I'll do, who you want, you put down 2 or 3 reference. I said, which one you think you may get a good reference from? And when I call them, they don't have good things to say. Because I identify myself. I'm Val Brown, and I'm calling for a reference on this lady. She's seeking employment. What can you tell me about her? Oh, she's not good, she's lazy, she did, and then I get back and say, don't use this person. Do not. This is why you're not getting a job. So make sure you ask a person, could you give me a good reference? That's very important. Now, questions, you go for an interview and you dress appropriately, everything. Smile, and you can put some Vaseline on your teeth, so you don't look too. Have a pleasant face, pleasant smile. Once you have got the interview, they may ask you, do you have any questions? You may ask the shift that they need you for, and what are the duties. It could be different from what you know, and you're going to stick exactly to what they want you to do. You don't go and say, this is the way I did this, and that's the way this should be doing. Don't do that. Okay. Ask where's the location of the business, in case they may have more than one establishment. All right. Ask if there are any benefits. Ask if it's a full-time or part-time or occasional work. You need to do that. You must know that. And when you will start. The last thing I would advise you to do is ask is how much you're paying. People don't like when you ask, do you have any question how much you pay? Right? They get the feeling that you're just interested in how much the job is going to be paying you. And if you don't get a certain amount, then you're gone. They're wasting their time interviewing you, right? But most jobs, they will put you on a probation and to see how you're working, and you're working good, they'll hire you and they'll give you more pay. So just don't go and answer how much you pay. That's the last question you should ask. Okay? Do not take a job. For instance, if you live in country, deep country, do not take a job where transportation is to get home at night, because or when it's dark, because there are some areas that are dark, and it's risky walking dark. Darkness may come down by 5 p.m. And you have to make sure you have reliable transportation to and from work. Okay, you want to be safe arrival and safe departure. Okay, if the weather is It's bad when rain falls, lots of mud and stuff like that, lots of water. And it's country road with lots of potholes. Don't take those jobs. I would not advise you to take those jobs. And if you're going for an interview and it's late, like say come for an interview at 6 or 5, get a friend to go with you. Maybe you could ask the police to escort you there or whatever, because you need a job, so you need to get there. So that's very important. Very important. Getting to and from work, even going for the interview, especially at dark. If you drive your own vehicle, do not pick up anybody on the road. Whether baby, wheelchair, walker, don't. I'm sorry, but you gotta be mean to be good to yourself. Do not stop to pick up nobody and give them a lift unless you know who they are. You know them like the back of your hand. But no strangers. Don't pick them up. And make sure you have gas. Keep your tank at least, I would say 3/4 or full. Right? So in case you don't gonna be run out of gas. That's dangerous. And if you're driving and you get hit by a car or in an accident, don't come out of your car. Call for help, call the police, your mechanic, whoever come, but don't come out to look at the car. That's dangerous. Okay, it's metal. Okay, don't come out. Please stay in your car, wind up the glass and stuff like that. Always have reliable, dependable babysitters, caregivers if you run into after work overtime or there's any emergencies. Somebody that's caring and good, so you don't have to worry, is my child being neglected or taken advantage of. So act in a good mannerism. Okay, be respectable to customers. Please do that. Speak properly, and the tone is important when you have to speak to people. They may be arrogant because of unknown reasons. You stay on the low while they're on the high. Okay, be polite. And when you start a job, don't get involved with especially male employers, because if you're gonna get involved, there could be a lot of problem, because you have some men in some employment, the moment you come and they know you're new, they go after you, and they have everybody in the office. Okay, so you go to get a job, you're approached friendly or no, you go there to work, not to socialize. And the other thing, do not help anybody to pull off any kind of I would say like stealing, altering books, whatever it is. Don't get involved in stuff like that. I know a girl and she says, anywhere I go to work, if I can't steal there, I'm not staying there. She said, my cabinet have a full of Horlicks and canned beef and all these things. Say, yes, me get the garbage man. We put it in a garbage pan and put it at the side of the shop. They just thief. You understand? You don't want to get involved with people like that. Because you need a job, because they're going to go out. And anybody steal anything and give it to you, don't. Especially these days, everywhere has cameras. Understand? And one person knows, the whole town knows. Then there, nobody wants to hire you. You want your job, follow the company policies. That's the best thing to do. and be courteous. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Please. Thank you. Excuse me. Dress appropriately from beginning to end. Don't dress down as you get used to your supervisor. No. Keep that same image when you go looking for work. No sleazy clothes, exposing parts of your body that you should do when you're in a decent employment. Now, also, if for any reason you find a better job, you give a written retirement letter. Even if you had disputes with them, give them a nice letter. You don't have to let them know this company was that to me, and they don't have to know why you're leaving, but give a decent handwritten reference. That's the way you do it when you're leaving. So you leave with a good reputation. You can also ask for a reference. And when you ask for the reference, that means they can't tell people anything bad about you. Just, could I have a reference? I'm leaving for this job. It pays more. It's near to home. I want to do business in this area, and it would help me, to get advance in my business. So they give you a reference, but don't let some people give a reference over the phone. They can be very, very bad. I hope you have learned something from this video, and be careful, be vigilant. Sometimes I get my words jumbled. Be vigilant when looking for a job. Be respectable, be courteous, arrive on time, be punctual, be reliable, and I'm begging you, please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you. I'm out.